Hello and welcome to Kim's Cozy Corner. I'm Kim and this is my mom, Mary. And y'all, we have a disaster. We have a freezer disaster. So as I said, we have a freezer issue. So I have been gone all week, traveling on business. Mom's been home. She's been coring tomatoes and breaking beans and doing all kind of things. So when I get back, that I could do some canning. I have two deep freezers behind me. This deep freezer right here is every bit, how old is this deep freezer, Mom? 18, 19 years old, maybe. This deep freezer right here is 2 years old. The lights are on both of them. Every time we come by this area, we try to make sure that the lights are on and the freezer's working and all of those kind of things, because I buy all of my meat from local farmers. And when you're buying $2,000 and $3,000 worth of meat at one time, like a year's supply of meat, you need to make sure there are no issues. Well, came to the freezer this morning. I was going to pull some tomatoes out so that I could do some canning. I opened the lid, the light comes on, and a horrible smell comes from my freezer, y'all. The freezer's dead. The compressor's not working. I've lost everything in this freezer, everything. I don't know when it went out. I know on Wednesday, everything was still frozen solid. Today is Saturday, and everything's mushy and it smells. So I have to throw away all of my meat, all of my grass-fed, grass-finished meat from the local farmer. Now, the good thing is I haven't ordered meat in over a year. So there's not that much left in the freezer, but y'all, I don't like throwing away anything. And I now have to throw away all of the meat in this freezer. And for years, I've debated on whether or not I should get some kind of alarm or something to let me know if the temperature is going up in this freezer. And I didn't do it. I didn't do it, but I've done it now. It'll be here before the end of the day. I will share that on this video on how I'm going to get alerts if my freezers are not working. Especially my new freezer is only a few years old, but we're going to have to clean it out. We got to get everything out of this freezer. So just to kind of show you the freezer here, it's mostly, oh, it smells. It's mostly empty, but there are a few things in here that we've lost. And so we're going to have to get rid of it. And the smell is so bad. Everybody's been asking for a guest appearance from my mom. Here's my hero right here. And so this, like I said, her name's Mary, and this is my hero. She helps me out with all of the gardening and well, she don't really can, but she helps prep the food and that kind of stuff, and breaking the beans and cutting the grass and edging the lawn and washing cars, right? My hero, my hero. And so here's her guest appearance. She said, I got to get it and get it once because she's not doing it anymore. That's right. So she's going to help me on this video take care of our disaster. In this freezer, like I said, I get all of my meat from a local farmer, and then I get all of my poultry. So all of my chicken I get from Butcher Box. So there's a few pieces that's not from the local farmer, but if it's not from the local farmer, it's Butcher Box. But y'all look, grass-fed, grass-finished filet mignons I'm throwing in the trash. Oh my God, there are thousands of dollars. Ugh, it looks horrible. Thousands of dollars worth of food going in the trash. Y'all, my heart hurts. Oh, I don't believe in wasting money. I don't believe in wasting food. Y'all, but it's all gone. It's all gone. I think we can save these green beans though. Here's some green beans. This is some green beans that we had just broke that need to be put up. I'm gonna put those over here. So I got a container for what we can save right here. It's cool. That is, because it's probably on the bottom. That's why it's cool. So the question is, though, when did it thaw out? I don't want to take any chances. That's old. So I don't know. I don't even know how to cook brisket. But it's cool. I don't want to refreeze it, but it's still cool. Uh, Mom, I'm scared. I don't want to. Oh, it's got stuff all in the bottom. Yuck. Two huge briskets. And y'all know brisket costs money. Ham, country ham. Y'all, there's a turkey in here. A whole turkey. See, these never had a chance to freeze. That's why they like this. That means that it was already off on Wednesday. They never had a chance to freeze. I'm throwing this away. This is the fat beans anyway. This never had a chance to freeze. All right. I'm getting rid of this, Mama. I'm scared. I can tell the things that we put in on Wednesday that didn't have a chance to freeze because they're still whole. There's no ice inside. Now that was frozen and thawed out. Pork chops, thick cup pork chops. Oops, sorry. Breakfast sausage, cheese. This is gonna be too heavy, Mom. I'm gonna have to get another bag. When I buy in bulk. And I do buy from Azure Standard all of my cheese. And Mom, I believe it went out before Wednesday. There's too much in the bottom. Oh no, there's another brisket down there. 3 briskets. All right, let's move this bag out. Oh my God. That's at least 100 pounds of meat right there. At least. Or close to 100. I'm not that strong. Oh, my feelings are so hurt. So the good thing is that everything wasn't in one freezer. So most of my frozen vegetables are in the freezer just to the side of me. Most of my poultry is in another freezer as well. This is usually the big stuff like roast and big hams and turkeys and that kind of stuff. But nonetheless, it's all waste now. Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, I need gloves. Look, that's disgusting. Another shoulder. Look at this big old brisket. Ugh. Y'all, look at that brisket. That's probably a $200 piece of meat right there. Honestly, y'all, this freezer may have stopped working over a week ago because there's no ice left in it. A couple of things are cool, but there's no ice whatsoever. So it's probably been defrosting for over a week because if you don't open a freezer and your power goes out, your meat's usually good for about a week. But we did open it on Wednesday for sure. But I believe by Wednesday the power was already off. And we opened it on Sunday as well. We opened it on Sunday because we put tomatoes in here on Sunday. But by Sunday it was already off. It had to be. Had to be. There's a whole turkey. This will never happen again. Never happen again. Because I have the sensor. And we're going to put that sensor in here so I'll know if it starts heating up. So there was nothing to save, basically, huh? No. And the light's on. The light is on, but the compressor is not running. So we've lost everything. everything in here. Usually when I buy a whole hog, I usually split it with at least one of my coworkers, so I'm only having to pay for half of it, but I buy a whole hog, I keep half and split it with a coworker. When I buy a whole cow or a whole steer, last time I did that, we split it 3 ways, but each of us paid well over $1,000 for our share. Um, Now, this is a big financial loss. Big financial loss. And granted, we don't eat a lot of meat. So the last time I bought what I thought was a year's supply is probably a 2-year supply. But now I'm out. I'm out of all of my pork except for some breakfast pork. I'm out of most of my beef except for a few steaks. And I do have a little bit of chicken that I keep in another place. Um, this is a huge financial loss. So we got to make up the difference somewhere else. So making sure that we can as much as possible and dehydrate as much as possible. We need to make sure that we're saving somewhere else because this is a huge financial loss. It's not heavy, but I don't want to drag it. Pick this cord up. Yeah, it's a spider. Yeah, but I killed the spider, so I'm hanging. Spider got me, but I got him back. Oh, it stinks. Oh, it stinks. It's a Magic Chef, is the brand. I've heard of Magic Chef before, but it's it's not a. I'm sorry, it's not my preferred brand. You get what you pay for. So I think my next freezer, I'm going to get a. What is it called? Stand up? What is it called? Upright. I'm going to get an upright. Um, Uprights are easier to get into. Honestly, you can get to everything easier versus having to crawl into a deep freezer. So upright it is. I know what my Christmas present to myself will be now. Usually if I, there, look, Mom, look, look, look. That's the same one. Look, I think it's Coyote. He looking at the little boy over there. He went toward the boy. So we have wild dogs in our neighborhood. It looks like either a coyote or a wild dog of some kind running in between the properties. And at the moment, he's up there next to a neighbor who's got young kids in the backyard. I hope he kept going. He seems like he's scared of humans, the way he's running and kind of ducking behind everything. So hopefully he kept going. Mom, he looking at us. There's a wild dog right there. With what? He's coming back this way. Oh, well, wolf, wild dog, same difference. Coyote is what I think it is for real. Did he keep going, Mom? All right. We're going to have to call this good. All right. We got the old freezer out with all of that lost meat. I had to shed a little tear because I've lost that supply of meat. But my new wireless thermometer showed up, and I want to share with you what I got, how it works. Because if you have a freezer and you have, all your food, whether you're growing it yourself or you're buying a year's supply at a time, I urge you to make sure you have some kind of monitor so you don't lose your supply. And so I went with this one here. Macreo, I think is how you say it. Macreo. And it's real-time monitoring. And the way it works, and it comes with 2 monitors, right? So the way it works, it has this piece right here, and it's connected through Wi-Fi, so your home Wi-Fi. And this piece right here, I just have it over here in the corner. My deep freezer is just behind the camera there. And purple means that it's on and it's working the way it's supposed to work right here. And it's always real time checking the temperature. So there's a sensor right here that I have on the side of the refrigerator, and these are rechargeable sensors, and it has a cord, or I should say a temperature probe, that you put inside the freezer. So this is the temperature probe right here, and you put this inside the freezer, and it's nice and thin so the door can close right over it without leaving any gaps. That's another key piece. And you see this is full, y'all. I have no room in the freezer for anything else, so I am going to have to get another freezer soon because I have nowhere to put everything at the moment. But anyway, the probe is in there. There's the monitor right there, the sensor, and this sensor is connected to that other piece that I was just showing you. The reason why I like this one, not just because of the monitor that's inside the freezer, but it also alerts. So this monitor will start sounding an audible alarm to let me know that the temperature is too high or even too low. You can set the range. And there's an app for your phone. So on your phone, you can keep track of the temperatures as well. And it will alert you on your phone as well if the temperature goes too high or too low. So this was the brand I went with. I waited one day because I wanted to make sure that it was working properly before I tell you what I purchased, just in case you're interested in one. It only took me a few minutes to set it up. I really like it. I got it off of Amazon. No, I'm not an affiliate. I just went online and I bought what I needed. I will have the link to this monitor in the description box below, and you'll be able to go right to Amazon and get it if you're interested in it. Now, this one costed a little more, right? I guess you could say it's middle of the road from a price standpoint, but it comes with 2 probes. So I can put one in this freezer and one in the other freezer when I buy it. And that's why I liked it, because I could get 2 probes with it. But that's it, y'all. I lost all of my food, and I don't want you to lose your food. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I hope I gave you a worthwhile tip that you can use so you don't lose your supply of food. You know, you work so hard to grow your own food. You work so hard to buy healthier options or in larger amounts to just reduce the price, and you don't want to lose it the way I did. So that's your tip for the day. Get a thermometer so you know the temperature of your freezers. So until next time, and I hope there will be a next time that you join me, Kim, at Kim's Kozy Korner. Bye.